Assalamu alaikum everyone, this is Sam. Welcome back to another video with me here at Sam of Somalia. Making another video in our new flat down here in Cornwall, moved down in Cornwall, and new flat and new lapel mic. Yeah, you know your YouTube channel's gone up in the world when you run a lapel mic. So there's a couple of new things that come up for you. We're making a video on my kitchen today. Yeah, last night we made baris, we made hilib last night, but forgot to record that. But we'll do a video on that sometime. So what I've got for you today is another Somali tea video. I promise you guys you'll have another Somali tea video, and some of you told me off before for saying that, you know, not all Somalis make tea with milk in that way. So we're going to do a Somali tea video today. It's like a water-based tea, but then most people do just add milk afterwards anyway. So if you are a person like me, English person like me, who normally has milk in your tea, don't worry, we're going to get it going. So here we go. Our ingredients are very similar to what we had before anyway. We've got, we always have a big bag of sugar. I'll bring you over here. We always have a big bag of sugar. If we ever bought like a 1 kilo bag of sugar, my wife would finish that with like 1 cup of tea. So we always get bigger bags. We do, that's fairly normal in Somali homes. Have a bigger bag of sugar. You can get all of these from just any good supermarket. We've got cardamom pods, hale. Those ones are hale in Somali. We've got cinnamon. Don't know what that is in Somali, but cinnamon. Got cloves as well, and we have alain shah. We have alain shah as well. And then in the pan, we just got water. I got enough water. I measured it out in these mugs. I've got some brilliant mugs, alhamdulillah. People have always given me mugs as presents, and this is a mug that my sister gave me as a present. Like soon after I embraced Islam and I started growing my beard, my sister bought me this. With a great beard comes a great responsibility. That's one of my favourite mugs. And when I was gonna move, go abroad to London from Cornwall, one of our family friends got me a mug's guide to the Cornish dialect. So just so that I'd remember how to speak my own language. So I'll give you some examples. Funeral is berin. What else? Heavy rain is pizzing down. And it is actually pizzing down outside if you want to have a look. It is actually raining as well, so we could even use that today. So anyway, we have our own Cornish dialect down here, as many of you know. There is actually a Cornish language. If you come into Cornwall on the train, when you go over the Tamar Bridge, the mighty Tamar, there's a sign in Cornish, and you see various other signs in Cornish. But I have other mugs. There are lots of mugs to, you know, I've got SOAS graduation mug, Mr. and Mrs. Mugs. You always get given those as like wedding presents, but anyway, we'll get to it. So anyway, water, number one. First thing we do, water goes on the heat. Okay, wait until that gets hot. Okay, so now your water's sort of nearly boiling, it's just kind of simmering a little bit. The first thing to go in is the sugar. It's different to kind of English tea where we just kind of bung everything in. So my wife's told me for this amount of tea, you should have 1, 2, 3 of those. 2.5 or maybe 3. I might have just gone overboard a little bit, but 3 is fine anyway. And then, so when that's boiling, obviously you can see it's boiling now. Do I need a wooden spoon to stir it a little bit? Okay, we can just leave that. The next thing to go in is your hale. My wife was telling me you have to crush it. You need to crush it up, and so that's something you can do whilst you're waiting for the water to boil. So that is the next thing that can go in. And then the next thing are your cloves as well. My wife's the one holding the camera, by the way. It's not just kind of moving around by herself. So. Okay, a bit more, that's enough. Okay. And the next is the cinnamon. Just a tiny little bit of cinnamon just goes in. It's kind of that much, just a little bit. Goes in there, so it's those 3. And then differently to English tea as well, like the tea bag's the last thing to go in. Everything else goes in, you get all the flavours in there and everything, you can smell all the flavours coming together, and the last thing to go in is the tea bag. Then after a few minutes of letting those flavours come together, we just bung in the tea bag. And so the next thing that you do, obviously, is just pour it into your mug. Sometimes it's good to have like a little sieve thing. Like we've got one of those. You put a little sieve over it to make sure that all of the like seeds and the hale and the cloves and everything come out of it. So you don't get a mouthful of perfumey seeds and stuff. So as I said, you can put some milk in at the end if you want. So just add that, just like any other tea. And there's your Shah Somali. Thank you very much for joining us in this video, and I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to like and share this video, and please subscribe to our channel. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.